Hello and welcome back to Universal Law Snippets. We are finishing up the month with the law of compensation, and today we're talking about technology. So a couple of weeks ago, I took my boys to an exhibit at a local museum that was all about the 90s, which was pretty cool because I am a 90s kid and I remembered all of these things that happened in this exhibit. So it was really fun to take them around and show them how to work a dial telephone and tell them all about the setup that we had at my house with the big computer in the corner desk and how we had to buy software in these huge boxes for this little disc. And then they had a fake Blockbuster set up and I had to, explain like what a rewinder was, if you know what that is. Then, you know how painful that was to talk to them about now that this day and age of streaming. And it was just really cool. But what really got me was this one kind of very tiny exhibit that they had that was like this big box. And they said, all of this stuff now fits in the palm of your hand in your phone. And it was full of like a ginormous video camera and a regular camera and video games and a phone book, which I had to explain what that was to them, and just all kinds of things that we now keep right here in our phone. And it brought into my attention how much technology has changed in just such a few short years right through my lifespan, right? So if I was born pre-90s, then I have seen cassette tapes, I've seen CDs, I've seen VHS, I've seen DVDs, Blu-rays, now streaming, and now here we are in the day and age of artificial intelligence, which I've had to really reframe my subconscious around because as a child of the 90s, of course, I'm going to think of Terminator, right? And Skynet and how horrifying that whole thing was, or perhaps iRobot, which was a little bit later. And when we are thinking about the law of compensation, the law of compensation is all about energetic exchange, right? And as we are moving more and more through these technological advances, if you look back, you can see how humans have been like precariously balancing in this, like, yes, now we are connected to the entire world and we know exactly what's going on. And it's great, right? Because we are now a global community and we can talk to people all across the world. But at the same time, we have become even more disconnected. I have met many people who, they tell me that their kids are not really comfortable going out and driving, and it's because they, don't really feel the need to because they can just talk with all of their friends online. Or I had another acquaintance who I had run a Dungeons and Dragons campaign for their kids, and they told me that, they were trying to learn. And did you realize that Chat GPT can be a dungeon master for an RPG game, which is a very social thing, right? And so in this time where we are moving towards, dealing with AI and learning how to do AI and trying to pull it more into our work and personal life, I think it's great, right? Like, I am all for technology. I love streaming. I love the fact that I can type in exactly what I want into AI and it will spit out an image for me to use on social media. I think that is very, very cool. But it's also a little bit dangerous because, energetically, we need to be interacting with other people outside of the world, right? Like, that's what energetic exchange is all about. You need to be exchanging energy with other people. You need to be exchanging energy with your environment, with nature. You need to be exchanging energy in some way. And when you do it on a screen, it doesn't hit as well, right? Like, even just talking right now into a camera or a microphone, yes, you get some of my aura, you get some of the resonance of my voice, And maybe you align or maybe you don't, but it's going to be a lot more impactful if you can, see me face to face and feel my energy. Am I authentic in, what I'm saying and who I am and how I live my life? It's very important as we move forward to kind of remember that, yes, technology is great. I love technology. Love it, love it, love it. I really do. I wish I knew a little bit more about artificial intelligence. I'm trying to learn and everything, but when it comes down to it, there's a very part of me that I thought was maybe based in fear because of what I thought before, but it's not. It's really just, I don't want to lose that connection with my audience or, potential people who might be listening or reading my content. It would be very helpful to just type it in there, even though I really have heard that it takes a lot of time to massage AI in order to get exactly what you want and everything. But I still feel that there's something that is lost when we do that. And I'm sure I will get to that point eventually and I will figure out the balance. But for now, for me, I see how much energetic exchange is important. I see how important it is for me. I see how important it is for my kids. I see how important it is becoming for society as a whole, because the one thing that computers and screens and artificial intelligence will never be able to replicate is being in the energy of another embodied soul, which is what this whole plane of existence is all about, right? Interacting with other souls so that they can reflect back to us what it is we need to grow into or grow out of and expand our consciousness. And right now, putting all of that effort and energy into a computer program, it's just very one-sided, and it's just reflecting yourself back to you. And so you're not necessarily getting exactly what you need in order to move to that next level if you want to. And it's kind of sad and scary. So that's the law of compensation. We still need that energetic exchange. And I get it. I am probably way too addicted to my phone or computers than I should be. But even just going out into the world to a library or a coffee shop and just being around other people's auras, even if you don't talk to them, it can give you what you need in order to expand a bit. But obviously interacting is always really great too, right? So that is me wrapping up the law of compensation for this month. If you have any thoughts on this particular topic, I'd love to hear them. Please drop them in the comments or catch me over on Instagram at universallaws.christysturtevant. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.